It is time, my friends. Let me fix here my webcam. Okay, it's all good now. The face is not good. I just woke up, but that I cannot change, right?
If they want to have a chance.
Yesterday was a long day, my friends, and now we got a best of 5 between Liquid and Karmine Corp. The winner move on to the main event. Loser goes. Actually, they are already home, but they will be eliminated.
Player on either side. The flashes and prowlers will send them back, though. Good.
Man, this is more important for KC than for Liquid, in my opinion, because Liquid managed to qualify for Masters Toronto.
Always a focal point.
And for KC, bro, they need something going on for this team. Otherwise, I am afraid roster changes will have to happen.
Martin, the guy has shown how good he can be. nAts is very well placed. Oh, well, they're so focused in.
That's a good start. Good raid as well.
They have forgot about.
Oh my goodness.
If there is one man, I won't even say
flawless, my friend. Damn.
All of Valorant try and help out Aves. You have to be a little bit careful. Just playing within the edge of the smoke. Serial's already managed to find out one, and Martin goes down from the spam alone. Has done well, but he runs out of bullets.
Very expensive already.
It's left on to Kiko to try and.
Yeah, Saadhak doesn't lose those, bro, but very good run for Liquid.
The Prowler in mid again, feigning out that control, but the intended play is to just blitz Serial, put him under pressure. The TP already taking backside control, but Serial adjusts. He wraps around.
Man, having a showstopper here. Oh, it's him, bro. No, it's not that guy.
Now gets to pounds for a double. But Martin still has 3. He's got to ace it, and the spike is down in the open. He has the ult to pick it up.
Oh my god, he can get out
here. That's exactly what's going to be used. The TP broken already. No chance to go back, but
he's believing, bro. He's believing. If he believes, I believe.
He can get a plant.
Well, I mentioned about getting Prime Martin. It definitely seems like he's done his warm-up.
Yeah, today he needs to play his best
3 kills already in this round. One that should have been done in the 1 versus 5, but somehow he has made this look doable. The reveal, in fact, won't give up his position. The respot from Camos, he takes that lower control. Still not an easy fight to take if Liquid play this one together, and they're looking to try and have more of a high-low, make those shots impossible to connect them. Well, it was a nice attempt by Martin, but Paditech will make sure there's no 1v5 today. Need him a little bit more when it comes to Icebox, but for now at least, not the greatest of starts. Timing here. Oh, okay. The Sugetsu Sheriff, that will help out.
Oh, now it's Kiko that has to deal with that backside TP. Yeah, Martin was given that space for free last time, but Serial was cutting off the other head of the snake as they came through main. No one's there to do that job this time, and now the pistols get close. Now the pistols have a much better chance to make this costly. They've already done so much damage. 2 players, and the last 2 are just 1 hit to the body from these sheriffs. It's unbelievable, Tom. They've come in, even talking about Martin having the rifle. It was nothing to do with that. Someone's called the law because the sheriffs brought the might in this round, and nAts 40 HP and an operator. He's not saving this. He's gonna try, but they are flooding after him. They came into this on a low buy. They'll be happy to lose a few more weapons if it means no op for Team Liquid. Well, some deep mid play coming in from Team Liquid, of course, trying to make use of those pistols, but no one wants to take the fight. They'll concede the space and take it on the other side. Aves, it could be huge! A double pick up, a triple.
Damn, man. Yo, Aves
cleans up house.
I expect more from you, bro. Deliver more runs like this, please.
25 seconds to get to that site. Peek up by Aves. They needed that pick. A hard one to find, though. The Saadhak creeps into the site. 14, and the plan has to be stuck very, very soon. Now they're attempting again to just force that utility out, force the peak, and there it is. They've gotten 1 to swing, and now they've got a safe spot down the back to get this plant in. nAts drops. That was heard. They'll go together, but there's the info. The ultimate catching everything they need. The Prowler to chase them down, and it was only the 1. Actually, I thought it was 2. Caught by that. Serial must have sidestepped it. So they only know that nAts is on this side, and it looks like the idea is to try to box him in. Assume that even if he's got a teammate, they can just out-fire them, and Aves with a triple kill. But with the smoke, they'll cross, and the B site will be once again under threat. Camo up in hand, but that TP
Man, Camo is a guy that is delivering, man. He's performing so well every game, bro. Every game.
That was a really important kill just to make sure that he doesn't go down, but nevertheless, Elite has quickly found a trade. Zugetsu's got another. That man advantage dissipated in a matter of seconds, but Camo is on the board. Finally,
yeah. Did he pop
some
it?
impact.
Oh my god.
The ult activated by Camo to get out. What is going on in this round? The showstopper, I'm pretty sure they activated Pit and immediately got it shut down. Martin
was
able to find Camo. The snake in the grass dealt with, but there's another.
Fade dish.
Just lit up the scoreboard and left Patatek alone. The 1v1 for backside 4 shots.
In the last bullet, bro.
He'll take Saadhak down. A round for Team Liquid. The showstopper used up by KC previous round, not used up by Team Liquid, as Kiko now has that to work with. They've got an idea where these players are.
And Sir has time.
Kiko showstopper, though, sending them into the main body of this defense.
And he finds the most perfect times, right?
He just walked through
so consistent play
and taken
with
down
this
3.
Spectre, bro.
Teammates on the site, but that didn't play any role. Look at that rotation in though. You've already got one on backside. Kiko's rotated into position. He's got Zugetsu. Aves. Oh, he's not going to catch him off guard at all. Kiko quick on the trigger on site, and as they look to deal with him, nAts strikes from above.
The good thing is as well that you're getting.
Okay, Martin. Huge first blood.
Martin looks solid. I think Aves.
But like was trying to do a fake there on A. But look at the rotations already, man. I don't know.
With a bang.
The rotations are coming.
Liquid attack side is so strong. So I still favor them going into this, but it's definitely not a done deal.
No, regardless, I suppose, as you're saying, it's momentum, it's form that they're on. Big flood back from KC. Serial putting a stop to this. In goes Camo.
Another flawless pistol? Damn.
This round out convincingly.
It's hard to win a game losing both pistols, man.
But it does get that TP into position, the flash. And the TP takes place. Smoke even blocking them off. I like that. Camo's got full space now. And the dive out from the rest of the squad. Opens up the door. That big flank around the side. He'll get the pick on the Zugetsu. Great work from Team Liquid as they claim control of this side.
This is tough for my team, man.
Acquired yet as the spike had been dropped inside of main. And they're just looking like, I love this. They clear behind together. They look for the fight in heaven together. Break the TP. Now you know that he's at least somewhere in front.
Has one flash to work with.
Flank due to the position of that teleport. And Martin, he has his work cut out for him with Team Liquid playing quite synergized, at least to start.
If you'd want anyone in this scenario, it would be Martin. Got 3 in a 1v5 earlier. Now he only needs to find 2.
Yeah, that's a nice 1v1.
The backside knows exactly where he is. Shots being baited out. Camo's definitely got to be careful. Just playing with that time, consistent repositions, and eventually.
I think Camo's a little bit better. I know, I'm not a hater, but I think so.
Players crossing the B, and for good reason. Kiko's just picked off Zugetsu, waiting there with the op the whole time.
And he got a choice stopper to the entry.
Guess what? Ult online.
Actually, to follow up the entry.
To find out where they are. 1 spotted. 2 spotted now. Great information to play with, and that's the showstopper activated. Looking to hone in on these players. They've grouped up. That's a big mistake against the showstopper.
That's over. It's over.
They ran from opposite
Liquid looking better. Bro, the half was so good for KC, dude.
Missile. Still looking to apply the pressure. They've seen that it's Martin, but they don't care. They're swinging wide. He's a player known for getting behind you, not just wide checking an angle like that. And, well, that worked wonders. Saadhak now under pressure. The wall, he just walks through it. What? Has nAts lost his mind? Well, he's behind them now.
I think he'd stopped giving a damn. Like,
oh my god.
It reminds me of the, what was it? Coca-Cola Pepsi glass. I don't give a damn.
Maybe points for Team Liquid.
Alright, come on, nAts. Walk through that Viper's pit. I want to
man, and nAts performances has been looking so solid, bro. It's every game, bro. Every game. As the IGL. We need to start talking about nAts being one of the best IGLs in the world, man. You know, not just a player, but an IGL. Okay?
Forgetting who you're.
We need to have this conversation. soon.
On the other side,
Before or even
Alves
after
is
Masters?
almost, like, he'll get an assist on his own death at this stage, but it's still gone well for Elite within the Viper's pit. I think he's going to get a second one as well.
But the work that he's doing with Liquid here is so good. So good.
To this stage, it's hyper aggressive, and nAts is not the one being punished.
It's funny, right? Because now Saadhak is in a position that people are not
and he's going to push towards
putting him on the top
this round, isn't he?
tier anymore.
He's wrapped on the pit.
He's
on the pit.
insane and gel. He proved that with Loud.
Come on, man. Come on! Now he's in the pit. And he wins the fight as well.
30 seconds left.
Just give it up at this point.
But now people say, yeah, it was because he had Aspas, you know. And nAts doesn't have Aspas. nAts, he has himself, bro. That's amazing performance again, my boy. GG, the legend.
He's just gone insane style in those last 2 rounds. I can't walking through a pit, wide checking Martine. Here's a showstopper. Runs at him. And the best part is, Tom, the showstopper ran away. It got scared seeing nAts. Now they have to do it against the.
Oh, it's already started. Damn, let's go, let's go.
It's used early to block off mid control, but look at KC storming the A side.
Come on, KC, pack back.
Side, they've already got full control, but an immediate response.
I want to say 5 maps.
After by Liquid, they're not
Epic
trying to
games.
give them any space for free. The paranoia slowed them slightly, but when push comes to shove, I thought it was Team Liquid winning the battles. Sugetsu and Aves. It's actually Sugetsu.
I want to see my boy Sugetsu on fire.
The line, but Kiko doesn't know where Elite is. He is already tagged up decently as well, and worried about the flank. Luckily, the battle came down so quickly. There's still a bit of time to play with.
Yeah, he's gone for a complete reposition.
Oh, the timing?
And that might have worked out for him. He had a freebie, or at least it looked that way. Now needs to try and get onto this diffuser, or at least needs to try and bait in his opponent, just attempting to try and stick it through. That wall is going to dissipate in a matter of seconds, and he will not be able to close things out. Taking space, but also when you go onto that defensive side, having that denial of plant, and while they're already forcing nAts into some pretty
Yes, nAts, bro. Oh my god, he's still farming bit, bro. He's still on fire, bro.
We saw this early in
Look
the
at him.
previous
Yo,
half.
that's the forbidden round,
nAts, you
KC.
lose your life. He's already taken 3 down. Sugetsu
Man,
will at least
nice
find
to
some
see
sort of response,
Sugetsu
but,
and nAts
with the
here
spike
on the
down
Viper.
on
This
B-Long,
is a matchup that I always love to watch,
sure
man.
there's really going to be much more they can do in this one. Although I say that, the spike's been given up.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, it's left in the open here. There's not much they can do to recover. Even the Viper wall, not
And
going
they
to
know
block off
about
vision
Spike.
to enough of an extent to really give them anything to play off of. And now they've got a cross pass.
Why are they playing so separate?
At least 2 players holding the angle, depending on when they peak. 45 seconds, waiting for the flank. They'll get one. That's a bit of a mistake. Patatek going down. If they can recover this spike, I mean, the run back towards the A site, the plant, it's possible. It's feasible. He's got to be quick. He's got to be quick.
Oh my
But that actually
god.
baits for
What
Elite.
is going on?
It gets them another pick, 1 by 1. These players are falling like a line of ants. The breadcrumbs have baited them out into the open. Camo close. Now this time they're set up together. This time it's a
Pavadesh. Pavadesh. What a shit round, Liquid. This is a fiesta. You guys are trolling. It was a 5v2. Man, one of the interesting matchups here that we cannot see,
Having the knowledge of
but it's happening right now, is nAts against his previous coach, Angie, man. The legendary.
and they do have the reckoning themselves.
Game
Now,
with
the
fires
reckoning
and
versus the
coach.
Viper Spear is actually super high impact because
nAts versus Sugetsu too. It's a very interesting thing.
nAts is also going to throw his into play. Kiko's found one,
Beautiful game, my
but it
friends.
is
Two
immediately traded.
insane
The problem now, though,
legendary
is the spike
organizations.
isn't planted, so they now need to get into this site and plant, which is through nAts' Viper's Pit. Unless
beautiful
they're gonna
fans.
try and bypass it and go into their own, which is the plan.
Loyal fans.
They're waiting for nAts to step out of that pit. They know that he loves 2, but 12
Yo,
seconds.
also, I didn't even talk about that. But did you guys saw the Brazilian player
Almost secure,
from
but the spam comes in just in
Rainbow
time.
Six?
Down to
I did a stupid comment and they lost a big sponsor, Honda, I believe.
Final blow.
How can someone be so dumb, bro? Please tell me. How?
Now they're 5-0. There's no way they can win.
Well, Tom, I don't know what you're talking about. I think my points have been pretty consistent throughout this day in this tournament. nAts in with the double.
Bro, how?
Nice try.
Yo, man, this indie company, they cannot afford to replace or HUD or what, anything like that.
Yeah, they've got,
The guys have no money, bro.
Mind it, throw it in. Natsugetsu.
They're broke.
He's been the hero of a lot of these rounds. Now Kiko steps up. All the rounds for Liquid to win regularly throughout this map, with obviously a deep control holding into middle, but it does leave a lot.
Why are you
space.
falling?
That's an error.
What are you
That's
doing?
a big mistake from Serial.
You were playing weak side. Why are you going for this 1v1? And it was a 1v2 actually.
After that
Nice fake.
beat
And following you. Who the fuck you think you are, bro?
Any information, it looks clear to be a play there with the lockdown dragging everyone over. But now they've
don't
seen
overhead. You got
Kiko
what you
sent
need.
through mid, and that's an early warning system. A-site's already been overrun. But that pick back in the other direction, it gives them a chance. It gives them a real chance until Kiko goes down. The reckoning in play, but Abez is nowhere near.
That's the Abez I'm talking about, bro.
More players close by, in fact, and we've seen these heavier rotations from Team Liquid at times.
Okay, they got 5 players here. They did another miracle trip today.
This time it is the right call. And maybe
this is the crazy part. They could have got 2 rounds and one
not the case.
was the pistol.
Good peek on the back
Actually,
of the Kiko.
no. One was the 50 round that they won.
He's left them in the dirt, surely.
Pistol, the one was last map.
But they can't get out. It's a wall bang from Panatek, the weaker weapon, the weakest weapon.
Again, bro. Again, bro. Again. Yeah, KC, man, they got Saadhak. KC's Brazil, so it's so much close rounds like this.
It hasn't made the difference here today.
Okay.
Viper's pit gone.
So like love the fakes, man.
From KC.
He loves it. He loves
It's
it.
intended on being. It's all down to Camo to hold the line. He's not got the best weapon for it, but it will catch them off guard.
Yo, guys, have you ever thought about checking yellow first?
Oh, look at the position as well of Kiko just waiting. He's patient in those moments. Elite needs to do.
Yeah, that was well played by Elite, but Kiko,
just that.
could play better.
Re-aggression coming in onto middle, but he's already spotted it out. And just look at the positions of the remaining attackers. They've gone deep towards
late, man, having a good game.
I don't even think
I
it's gonna
suppose
be
it's a better
spotted by
map
the
for him.
drone. They're looking to just clear out the remainder.
I remember one spray transfer that he did on this map. It was some of the best things I ever saw in my life.
Within the grass. In fact, one of them even wrapping back around through the kitchen.
It was actually like aimbot, bro.
That should be
My aimbots can do that actually.
apart, and Panatek believes he's
93, my friends. Beautiful half kiss there.
As the push comes down from the rest of the team, they're already hard flanking behind. This is going to be an interesting position for nAts, and while
line up
similarly
there.
to the previous map of Serial, he has just peeked into the whole squad.
Everybody, right?
He's seen them. Good amount of information, 3 players on the wrap, and he's holding that info as well. So the players on site, they know that, well, you're likely going to have the full brunt of this defensive side on the way. In fact, perfect timing on the spam as well. Decent bit of damage done. Salvos through. Serial's got to run around the whole site just to avoid them. And that utility forcing them back somewhat, giving backside control. The wall almost works out for them. Now you see his defensive side wrap around, but they're not aware of Serial.
Get more, bro. Get more.
For a couple, time ticking, and as they get towards
nAts versus Sagetsu
from up top, nAts has a low HP Sagetsu to deal with, but a wall in his way. The spam doesn't work to start with. It's slightly off, and as the wall falls, Sagetsu's aiming right back at him.
GG
for KC. That could have been the lifeline. Saadhak, he spotted him, but he's lost his life. Okay, good trades until Martin steps in. Not expecting 3 players in that early fight. Another one rotated into position now on this A site. You've got a 2-man stack up on the back. And for KC, this could be and should be the round where they hammer it home. 12-3. 9 in a row for Liquid if they lose this one. That's good timing. Paranoia out for Martin as nAts swings, catching them off guard. Numbers equalized. And no pressure to go just yet with 40 seconds on the clock and an idea of where Sagetsu is. nAts is swinging into him, but Sagetsu wins the fight anyways on a sliver of HP. Yeah, it just feels like a mismatch here on Icebox. And I don't think it's down to comp. This is KC having a life game. It's comfort on this map as well, shining through. Panatek, he's found the opening. And the lockdown's going to get them a plan to post plan to work around. Hell, a couple rounds for Team Liquid here. Just to remember what it feels like to win. KC, they're not storming the site just yet, waiting for everybody to be present. And then here we go. Aves with the info. He's had a fantastic map. Ult was online constantly on that attacking side. The camo landing Sugetsu makes this a little more difficult. Viper wall goes down. That's when Aves strikes. Numbers, oh, they were even, and they still will be. And 5 HP is the thick margin by which Team Liquid win this round. Look at the Tejo drone going through, clearing all of B, back yellow and everything. They know that there's no players over there. Martine falling. Now you think, okay, maybe there's just one more A if we've gotten lucky. But they haven't. There's a high-low setup on backside. There's a rotate through already from Aves. 3 players here to work with. As the pit goes down, Serial's playing ahead of it. He's trying to get a... Oh, this is a disaster. He's just given the pit to Sugetsu. That kill has gotten the ult online. The Cove doesn't give them the safe space. nAts is fighting outside of the pit, and he's winning. He's winning them all until Sugetsu chimes up a 1v1. 13 seconds. That plant needs to be found, or the fight on the back of it. Sugetsu playing it patient. He knows he can retake this with a pit, but he doesn't need it. Right onto Kiko. And the defuse found to close this map 13-5. Team Liquid, they got a little bit of momentum in those last couple rounds, but this always felt inevitable.
Oh, what a game from Sugetsu. Sugetsu and Aves especially, they were pretty much running the show from beginning to end.
We are in the game already, my friends, and I'm back. And sorry I missed the last round, but I had to do some things here.
There's going to be some aggression coming through.
Game is always what I decided.
Sent back by the drone, almost catching one off guard.
And Camo on Whaler, man. They like to run him on this agent. They make it look good, dude.
Control the main in case he want to fight for that broken door, but their chances like broken and shattered on the floor. Team Liquid, another
this is a better map for his effort. Liquid, sorry.
Well, you said he's
but I hope it's close. I hope it's close.
Camo in the series so far.
Double duels for KC.
This would be one hell of a step up.
They will need this individual super from on. That's the win condition.
Yeah. Well, he's got a 0.5 KD.
Oh,
so
a knife kill, a knife kill, a knife kill, a knife kill, please.
Nah. And yeah. Here. Looking like a full A retake setup, although saying that,
beautiful kill by Martine.
A little bit of a cheeky peek through the smoke.
That's pretty good.
Well, 2 players have gone down elsewhere. It looked like the A side
but I like the way they played this round.
For the taking, but
discipline, playing smart.
And now the decisions from Liquid are going to be a tough one. Planting. You've got the full force of KC
double picking
you, and while Camo's trying to find some semblance of hope.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Up against the
play, man. Masterclass here. I love it.
A magnificent round.
It's not easy at all. They look instead to take it to a different direction. Going up and over in case there's any traps there, but look how quickly.
Yo, if they get this back planted here for free, this is Stingers on this B side.
But then they'll
so good, but they're ready to flood.
It's good. The spray is better. Team Liquid are winning the fights up close though. It's left onto Elite.
Oh, that's insane. But that's amazing calling by nAts. But to be honest, KC should be expecting this one.
A triple kill. This is an impressive return of that previous round. Camo opening this one up too. This is what you want to see. The man who's been missing now has found form, and Team Liquid.
Hey man, when that's moving to the defender side, you guys know it's no access to sides, but oh my goodness, Martine. Beautiful, beautiful. One of that plays.
This looked like Team Liquid had him dead to rights. He was trapped, caught in a corner with no way out. And he fought his way through.
That round's still not over yet, though. 35 seconds left for Liquid to play with. I like the reposition that's already come through from Sugetsu.
My boy with the Vandal.
If danger is called from his teammate, he can TP to the other side of the map. And, well, already he's going to be in the right place. The steps were heard by Kiko. Maybe didn't need to run there, was desperate to try and deny the plant, but instead might have just gift wrapped this round over to Liquid as well. The remaining player of Elite is so desperately far away.
Okay, one smoke for Kiko.
Got a chance. Isolating both of these players won't be easy.
The trip's so
has
annoying.
a trip in his way. Yeah, he could try to jump up and over, but he's been spotted now. They're just lined up for the fight. Does damn well. Lights Kiko up.
That's how you do it, my friends. Play together, man. Play together.
Outlaw, that's the main worry as well. You talk about those light shit. Wow.
Don't you worry.
Okay, he got out of there. It's fine. And actually, a player was caught trying to retreat. Oh, Saadhak almost goes down as well, but they've got the opener they needed. I think you can pretty much put down every single opener on this attack side so far. Has
man,
gone to
Liquid
nAts
with 5
Camo,
here, running double sentinel. But remember against the game against the BL?
Oh, at least, but look at
There were a lot of moments, bro, that Liquid had an amazing attack side.
It's a great round.
They went to defender side.
Like you
with
said,
everything to win the game.
you're up
And
against those
BPL,
light
man.
shields, it's easy pickings.
Whoop, some beautiful attack sides in masterclass.
Paranoia through.
And it's hard to judge if it was Liquid defender side looking weak, even
able
with
to just
good comps to defend, or it was
make it difficult
BPL.
I
think it was actually BPL. So, but let's see today.
V2. Ult even put through. A decent bit of respect being shown here, and it's because
There we have the proof.
He's made it difficult before. It was a 3K that he found then, and he needs to do it once more. A decoy inching its way forward. They see it, they shoot it, but it's not the real
I just feel like Yampi was on fire, bro. All him
to heaven.
wise and performance wise.
Online. But look at this though, they've just tapped it.
It was
They're
personal.
showing so much respect in this 2 versus 1. And eventually they'll occupy. No, they're not even planting. I thought they're sitting in the smoke to get the plant. They baited again, waiting for this push, knowing that it's coming. Flash around the right, and the spray is good.
Good job.
The second
Legend, that's how you do it.
At him. The danger here is that Hobbit play, that push through, but the Prowler's giving it away. And all the noise breaking the door as well. Salvos to buy that little bit of extra time. And the wrap through spawn, the door opening. I mean, nAts is holding this all down. He's got his trap. He's got his outlaw, but he's just been destroyed. And now quickly they'll be closing in on that B main angle.
Yeah, they can also get a gun from that. That's huge. Almost managing to pick off Paddy as well. This is going incredibly well for KC up until
It is.
Kiko.
It is.
That gives them
It is.
a bit of an opportunity.
Yeah. They can win trips this too, bro. And they need this one, dude.
The matches yesterday.
Okay, they got
especially
3 on
with
say.
Liquid holding on to a lead. Definitely didn't seem an easy task versus BBL. Sugetsu trapped in a net.
Destroyed.
That will give
Okay,
the
good trade,
opportunity
Avas.
for Camo, but the rest of the team have been falling in the meantime. Kiko does well, but they've still got to clear that backside and walking.
Mr.
into the
3K.
hands once again. He has been having a game today so far. Really in form, and while there's just not even any time for Patatek to get this job done at this stage. It would need to be immediate shots connect.
Till Dump inevitably comes in, but look how many players from KC are waiting for them. A welcoming
Kick
party.
is down.
Well,
Losing the smoke here so early.
Shadow round
Bad.
out of the half already. The last round playing out.
Aves, Mr. 3K. Strikes again.
Triple.
1v2.
Been sensational so far. nAts a
It's
little
him, man.
quieter than what we saw on that previous map. He's not pushing through the utility and taking the
there's one man who can
1v1s
do
with
it.
extreme success, but this is his chance. Both players split up and both players passive. They're looking to regroup potentially towards this B site, hold passive information, and potentially just allow the plant.
Yeah, that's the info.
Spike planted.
A fairly open plant for nAts to play with, allows plenty of positions to be had, and is looking for an isolated battle, but there isn't going to be one gifted. Both players looking to play this together, both players in the corner.
He got unlucky
It's
there
no
with the
surprise
timing,
that
bro.
nAts
But
does not see that one coming.
6.
It's a fantastic.
Map right here, and after an impressive previous map, that's not what we wanted to see.
Aves.
Aves has been a big factor of that.
One more kill is
And with a
coming.
Double opening here. It looks like the same is going to carry through into half number 2.
And it's a big
Aves
pistol.
has been a beast. Like it was one of the win
Yeah, this
factors
Aves that
coming
we
in.
just
As I
say.
said that his statistics on this agent are better than any other. Although that might have taken a bit of a hit in map number 1 of this series, but ultimately he's been great. Like really putting up numbers, winning.
And
fights
yesterday
that
their comp
seem
with double
like
duels
they
on
are
Haven, man,
favourites
really paid
to the
off.
side of Liquid, and
Yaro and Phoenix.
you take the pistol.
It's a
out of
compliment
Liquid's
that,
hands. They are
bro. It's
in a
a
deficit
comp. If you get things going,
a map
you can
which they
snowball so
felt
hard,
comfortable
bro.
enough to choose as the third within the series.
They can get ult every time, and it's
after
hard to
the-
stop, man.
The blitzing start that we saw from Camo and Kiko.
But if
which,
they
as I
don't
said,
get
most
things
of the time,
going,
that's enough as a
they're
win
in trouble.
factor.
There.
Well, here we go.
30
The push to the
left.
A site. And you can look at the map and see that Liquid were gambling on anywhere else but A. With a 4 versus 3, the players retaking being
the
2
issue is that
sentinels, you're going to have
is
some
the
trouble.
hardest
Haditech salvos could play a big
retaker.
role. Either blocking off angles, making it easier to peek, or taking someone down if he gets lucky. And already you're going to see that net thrown through. An attempt to shut them down, but it doesn't land. Salvos find nothing, and Aves, he's on for the ace.
Get the ace now. Get the ace now. Ace, ace. Let's go, bro. He's not Mr. 3K. He's the Mr. Ace.
Breaks. It's yours, brother. He's had a hell of a game. The attack finds an easy push to the C side here. I mean, there's next to nothing that Liquid can do. Good C's. The mesh working out, the net catching, but no salvos to follow up this time. They're a little late.
Oh, okay. They've definitely made this one interesting. A 4 versus 3. Time has been ticking, and obviously Elite's still there with a rifle. They're looking to try and jump across. His teammates have all fallen, and they are just sticking this defusal. It needs to get in there! It's right under his nose! What? Oh, there is no way that is how the round is stolen. That is got to be infuriating. Packed kills.
Hey, my friends, yesterday we had the grand finals between Liquid and
we need a little bit more from them here, which almost.
But we also had the grand finals between Energy 100 Tips.
I said at the beginning,
and one even better after that one. We got Yay on Prime motherfucking Farming, bro, versus Aspas the Gold. He was legendary, dude. You cannot miss that one, bro. You cannot miss that one.
The B site's open for business, and the
I even lost my patience with Burn once, maybe twice.
But a disadvantage for the attacking side. They'll very much want to make up for this with a little bit of aggression. Holding deep into waterfall, but patted to heck.
Underrated player.
What was a trap, but a double kill. And a flood in. I mean, 5 players coming from the same angles, essentially flooding indeed, and overrunning this site of free defuse. So I don't think they can even get close to denying this. Saving the weapons is the call for KC. To Liquid for free. They hope that will keep players in position, maybe cause a rotate on C, but that's not the case. If anything, Liquid are on the way to C. They've already started the rotation, but they're passive enough that that showstopper, although it clears space, won't be finding any picks.
Fired in towards the spawn. Aves has Martin alongside him. This 1-2 punch of the double jewel is paranoia's great. Martin, he actually gets out. I think it's a counter piece of util that helps him out massively. Nightfall being expended. Re-aggression coming in.
Oh, he almost lined up.
Somehow, yeah, Martin does go down, and Sugetsu is immediately there with the trade. Those ultimates have already been expended by either side, so it just comes down to those raw firefights, and that's where the time starts to tick faster and faster in the favor of KC, but the kills start to go the other way. Saadhak just hasn't connected his shots. That looked like a freebie kill, but that time is ticking.
My boy Saadhak! Let's go, bro. Vamos, carajo. Vamos, caralho.
Not going to absorb as many bullets as he hoped it would.
Yeah, I never want to hear that combination of words ever again. nAts has started off well.
No access to site, baby. The king is here.
Those moments, Martin. Maybe next time.
Yo, Mundi, you glaze both these?
That's not gonna
I
work
do.
on nAts. 3 to
Mostly
5
Saadhak and nAts.
in this round at least, and after a close clutch with Saadhak surviving by the skin of his teeth. I don't know if their economy is going to survive this if they lose this round. Don't you dare try and peek with that name.
God, I really thought he was going to swing with the net in hand.
That's something I would do.
Spike is going alone here, so Getsu's taking a big risk, man, and he's down.
Spike's drop, Spike drop. Ace, Nats, ace. You got this, bro. You got this, Nats. You got this, king. Aves, come on, bro.
To Aves, but 4 players more must fall. 20 seconds.
But yo, my boy, he won the round, dude. He won before then.
They've actually put...
Man, I was having a great night of sleep until the alarm.
Aves did make the cross.
The fucking alarm, bro.
Oh,
that's nice.
I think I need an extra hour. An extra hour would be good.
Okay, 5v2.
Man, these games are happening too early, bro. Too early.
Let's just say
this is Pacific time for me.
Falling apart quite quickly, considering the weaknesses in play.
But it's good for the people.
Most of those picks coming in were sheriffs.
And it's not that early here. I need to wake up at 6 a.m.
You're left with
5 a.m. I have to wake up today.
Spread across the map. No real control to play off of.
Yeah, I think. Well, it was.
I hate when I have to wake up at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. is tough.
Swinging, I believe, the same spot. You can see the two.
But the issue is that yesterday it was a very long day, a lot of games.
I think obviously the bait was fantastic.
The Americans won, and that's very
landing the shots. So you can understand why they're giving him that hero rifle. It's because he's been impeccable so far. Camo still looking to try and come in from behind, but there's already a
I'm yapping here, but this is a fifth round for KC again.
Last player
Oh my god, they're
going to be an opportunity for nats. He's been immediately obliterated.
Jesus Christ, 10-9.
They've had a boost in both halves and are still sat 10-10. The resurgence, the comebacks, and Aves, there is that showstopper, and it has dealt at least one, but it's instead.
Hit the ult, he got the kill.
They're not going to be able to free him from demise. He might have got out of the cocoon, but the death blow was still dealt. The problem, though, is
before
Serial in response is
that luck to be popular. There was a girl in Brazil.
I'm not even sure what the plan is here. It feels like
she was so good with the ults of that luck, bro. For me, she was the best.
Retake, and nAts is like miles behind.
But I think the reason that popularized this agent was Challengers North America, man.
Just for information, his double flash is ready to roll. They've spotted Serial, and he's ready with the short.
He died, bro.
And in fact, Kinko manages to trade him out. The TP to play behind them. It's a smart idea, but it's being watched, and as he emerges from the shadows, Saadhak sends him straight back there.
Oh, look at Camo ahead of the rotations. The possible pivot towards A.
KC yet again. And they still haven't committed to the site. They've got 2 players on it. They're wrapping up into heaven. Oh no, they don't know just how. Well, it doesn't matter. It
doesn't matter, bro. Maybe point for Karmine Corp, man. Damn.
And you're left in, I presume, another save. Yeah, no, truly though, his performances have been good. At times, they've been great, but here he is just fantastic.
Wait.
Camo trying to match
so sad
up, but
they don't have to replace or
4 versus 3 advantage still sitting with KC as the attempted retake comes in. It's a shutdown, and it's Aves picking 2 in this round that keeps the advantage with them.
GG, bro. I hope we have him in the main event, right?
10. KC
it's going to be like this
in this best of 5, 2-1 with 2 chances to close it out, and the next map up, Haven, somewhere that Aves has thrived.
Phoenix is coming. Run it back again. Run it back.
Chosen to fight here today.
Look at the push. Look at the push.
The minds of KC. They're going to slow once again. They've got to be careful. They're being wrapped on the wall. Patatek, the bodyguard of Camo.
Last player standing.
His pistol round is looking inevitable once again, and Camo off to a flying
Windy
start.
Company, give us replies, please.
Goes through. So clearly Liquid feeling they're quite a bit closer. Aves again, though. We've hyped him up all the way after the last map, and while a double entry into the site is going to help, Kiko still here, rifle in hand. Good opportunity, and here comes that overdrive from Camo. It's come down to the 1 versus 1. The TP away, he's kind of lost where his opponent went, and that's a nasty surprise. A beautiful reposition from
They need this clutch so bad to get to.
A player who was able to make the difference in the last map and in the only round they've currently won in this one. Patatek again. It's going to add another to that.
One of the most underrated players of all time, bro.
Takes over the economy of KC.
The most underrated player of all time, you know who it is.
Importantly, the confidence.
If you don't know, you shouldn't be. This is a save. No waste for my boy.
Patatek's going to go hunting for that ace. I don't know if it's going to be... Oh, that's nice. He's waiting. He's waiting patiently. The steps are probably going to be heard.
Bro, he was there to get the ace, USO.
Swapping it up consistently as well. I'm just looking at Camo. Same play, coming through long, but he's waited 2 rounds to do it. Now on the 3rd, he's going to jump over. This time, I think he actually got caught by the trap, breaks it, and now goes for the swing. Deep, it doesn't matter.
Bro, you're lucky. Observer, I love you. It's not your fault. I know it's hard, but not having replaced sides.
Instead, Panatek's left in a 1v2.
And man, I
They know
won't
where
be
he was.
surprised
Hunter's
if in
Fury
the
for
main
both
event
Run it
we
back
don't
as
have
well.
HUD or
Unlikely
Quest.
to
I
be
won't be
used.
surprised.
That does depend.
Would you guys?
This flank is coming in pretty quick.
Patek!
Attention!
Oh my god.
Because of that, Paddy is going to clutch out the round.
Patty.
It looked like it started strong for Liquid. Real reliance on Serial, but the thing is, I feel like KC are throwing in these fakes, these ruses, but then they're not executing off them.
Man, that's good. You get one. He got tricky on there, right?
Off a lot of things in the mix, but it's only one actual.
Got a clone. Phoenix.
Elite just holding in the corner,
And
but Aves
Euro.
is the one to watch as they make their way in. Now they've got to be careful of their flank once again. Camo's made it over the trip. A little bit of dancing to make it through. Gatsu,
Yo, that was insane.
It needed a one foul, but
Let's see
Nats has
again.
done well.
Having a great game.
Another 1 versus 2, and it's the man, the myth, the legend, Padatek.
Godzilla.
Chance.
Okay, as long as they don't line up,
Spike
we
planted.
should be fine. Do they have heavy shields? I didn't catch that. I sure hope they do.
They're so isolated, though.
Playing off the cam on one side, though. Oh, no.
Oh, what a
Flash
timing.
comes in. Okay, it comes in.
Oh, that was good. That was
perfectly on
good.
time. And they
That was
peek
good.
Together.
Well play. Well play.
Lined up. Make
Aves is going to try and beat the trigger of Camo.
Oh, you are lucky to be alive, bro.
I don't know if he saw, like, maybe part of the barrel or something,
I
or if
think
that was
so.
just a read, but whatever it was,
Oh my god.
got it bang on.
Patek is on
How
fire,
Patek
bro.
got
Oh
both.
my goodness. I'm telling you, man, this guy's so underrated. It's
He knew
crazy.
was there until he swung, and this guy is just having a monstrous performance. We've seen levels from either side. Finally, he's put in the dirt by that man Aves once again, but
Yeah, that's not on me, bro.
I fear
Don't
it's
say I
too
jinxed
little,
it.
too late.
It should be the office. Finally going to take Aves down. Revenge for the damage done moments ago. And now he
That was
goes
a good
out for
round.
a third
Nice
kill of the
shots.
round. Camo. It's a lot of control. Flash pushes Camo off the angle. Smoke will keep him down.
He still gets it.
Flash
Didn't
catches him
get- no,
again, but
good
he still
trade, good
takes
trade,
Aves.
Saadhak.
Unfortunately, it's just the ult. He will run it back later in this round. And this time, looks like towards the garage door, Serial steps into the fray, loses his life, and the lockdown destroyed. The hope for the side of Team Liquid in this round seems to be fading. And KC with a response that lasts with 10 seconds, and the plan needs to be found. Hunter's Fury thrown through, and they really need
Yeah,
to get
KC,
that plant in.
you gotta win this
Time
round,
now
man.
ticking away, but they'll find it just about in time, leaving them in a 2 versus 1.
What is he doing?
Padatek all by himself. The shock dart doesn't land.
Oh, he
swaps
got the
weapons,
King's Phantom.
in hand for the spam, but he won't land them either. They're now grouped up. A high-low setup. An almost certain death. Padatek needs
Yeah.
to be precise.
No
and it's
chance, man.
Aves.
Aves.
That's being held by Camo. That operator given another chance to take down a player. Well, that's something that they'll be more than happy to claim, and there it is.
Okay, that's a nice
Back
shot to
through the
that.
wall, though. That's
Gotta
a
win
huge
this round,
win.
guys.
That
Gotta
gets
get
them
5
the
rounds
information.
here.
They see that C-Site's a little more open. Molly into the window, and the fight only for the spawn with the wall blocking off most of it. Oh, they've done well to get in. The cost of some of their HP. The TP from Kiko expected.
what a
That
shot.
was a big risk taken, and now it puts pressure on the others to make a move. That's exactly what's being leveraged here with the push through spawn by Saadhak. He's being spotted though. Oh, the timing perfect for Panatek! But Elite, he's on for the ace.
He's so
Full
confident right now.
picks already,
Drop pick.
and the high-low setup. Panatek in the same position as the previous round. This time with a reveal. But what can he do? Even if he sees
For
the
real, that's the
Molly,
kind of round they
firing
need,
for
bro. Oh
5.
my god, that was beautiful. Actually beautiful.
Firing, at least for the majority of the first half. That's at least a good sign.
The spam here for Camo doesn't land. Luckily, Serial's there to pick up the pieces, and they'll still find themselves in a 4v3. The plan secured as well towards the B side as Team Liquid battle against those shock darts. Decent damage done already, but well, you just got to look at how low
That was
Elite is to
terrible.
see the advantage is clearly in the attacker's court.
Who did that?
Big step up needed by someone.
In
And it
prison.
might be Sagetsu, good with the pistols, and he's taken a double already. Still pretty healthy, but his teammate not so much. Going is still on him to make this one matter, and Kiko's on the wraparound. They've got to be quick. Saadhak He's surely just about to be dropped. That pistol falling was heard by Sugetsu. A triple.
Bro, 5 seconds again, bro.
The final player would be.
The last one should die. The guy's playing with take simulation every game, every round. Sugetsu with 40 kills. We got a game here, my friends. Oh, look at what I win snap. I want to see
4 as well.
5 maps. I want to see Ascent.
Back into this.
Been having a good game or not, the pistols always seem to go his way, but that could be a difference. Nice work from
Ace, 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 ace. Another one. Another one. Go for it.
Already 3 kills to his name. 2 players standing in their way. He's looking for another ace this time, Martin.
Why these guys are such assholes? I don't understand.
It seems like Aves has spotted that, and the read, as of right now, from the defense is completely wrong. They have gone in the other direction. They were hoping to maybe catch Camo, who's still pushing.
Spike planted.
But he's managed to get into that close corner.
Look at the flank.
This is now a pretty tough.
Look at Aves.
The only thing I'll say is that I'm not sure if Aves has been spotted. He's got
Saadhak should have waited for Aves there.
In behind them. No, he definitely hasn't been seen. Eventually he'll
flash. Beautiful.
But it might be
he dodged it. Pancada, is that you?
Puts him down, but the whole round has fallen apart because of it.
Oh my god, it's falling apart for Liquid. It's falling apart. No one was watching the flank.
But I think he just went to check like a second too late.
It could be. It could be. I'll watch it back when the VOD catches up a little bit, and we'll see if that was the case, because we'll obviously see if it's online when he dies or if it's gone. But yeah, a huge mistake nonetheless. And for Liquid, this round now, they've got a lot of weaknesses. They have gained a lot of ground, though. And with the numbers they've got, this could overwhelm the player. That's a big push from Sugetsu. And it's traded out. This is perfect. Some upgraded weapons now for Team Liquid. Look, they lost the last one on a fumble, but this is a chance to recover. Aves is there still, though. And now grouped up with Martin. 2 dangerous players to try to take down. And the spike, very much under their control. I love this wraparound. They're going to give Serial all the control. He's going to waste so much time trying to figure out where the hell they've gone.
Why are you gonna look for a guy
that we've seen a million times is Garage to wrap back onto B main? A should be the play. He's read it just like he should, but this time they're refused.
That was different than the last time that I was talking about this. That was different.
With the round,
as you said, run it back available, so they can just go straight into this one. TP has been used just to try and check if they're there. Almost kind of sells the idea that this site is empty. Instead, it is the opposite. Aves through the smokes. He goes, and he is frying. Another added. Now,
man, can you guys imagine if Phoenix sold
this time they are aware
reset that time when you get a kill?
Does its
like
job. The lockdown.
You go. It's about to expire, then you get a kill, you renew your energy. It just means that and you keep going, keep it going. You know? Yo, that'd be nice, no?
He can't even touch that.
Damn, bro.
He will go down from it. Hunter's Fury being used, but it
hire me, right? Hire me.
Just yet, eventually it gets the job done.
And bro, Liquid, I don't know, man. This looks like it's gonna end now. And man, this would be huge for KC, players, for the organization, for their fans. Like I said it before, for Liquid, I think they're fine losing here. Well, of course they want to win, but they got Masters to worry about.
A little bit longer than expected. Martin is going walkabouts, and that's the spike! He's managed to catch them with their pants down. It's a slightly lower purchase for Liquid. Elite is alongside, and now Kiko
for KC was
Camo is all that remains.
A necessary qualification, man, because if they don't get this, low-key, with the investment that they made, roster changes I think would be coming.
Even throwing.
So these guys are actually keeping their.
Just to put a little bit of doubt. Nice shot from Camo. He's even going to pull out the overdrive. The player on the other side is fairly low.
Especially elite, because they could put to get some.
11 on the board.
The customers are talking about that.
They've left. This is the thing. He's the bait. He's literally the bait. All he needs to do. Well, he was hoping to maybe get one, but he's just trying to sell the idea that they've cleared everything.
I got the spike.
The question is, can Aves find the impact?
It was up for you, Aves. It was nAts. What the great man.
Liquid well aware. Not falling for the shenanigans this time around.
Okay, Cypher heard that. Look at Patak.
The cam even going to get them now.
Patak, no.
Bit of extra information.
Saadhak.
And even going to be delayed a little bit.
Think you're sassy. Think you're sassy.
Not quite what Saadhak was looking for, though. It's actually kind of blocked off.
What would sassy do?
What it has done is allowed Elite to get a little bit more. Down to just 20 HP, however. But the same could be said, actually, for nAts within the pit. He is dangerously low.
So desperately low. Zero's going to play outside the pit. It's a big mistake. cannot co-sign that. nAts is 20 HP. He can't afford to take
Crazy timing. Sassy. Saadhak.
Serial had to be.
Oh, it's a map point. I want to see 5 maps, bro. I celebrated because it's Saadhak. Sorry.
Isolating their IGL.
And I don't think he realizes it just yet.
Oh, but he's found one, and it's nAts to go down. Wall to drop. Doesn't open up an angle for a teammate, though, because of the rotates in play. Ult popped by Aves. He grabs one. Almost a second.
What a performance by Aves, man.
And although Serial
What a day
takes
for
him
him,
down,
bro.
you're going to have to battle your demon twice. Aves has another shot at this round. With one player so desperately low, Camo has to step up here and now.
Yeah,
the walk around.
Gotta hit that. Gotta hit that.
Spotted here. His gun will be up. And he wins the fight, though. Serial, the one to take it home
Man of the hour.
for this side. The first round finally found by
Liquid.
Team
Still
Liquid.
fighting. Still
It's not too late
fighting.
yet.
Any issues to that defensive side economy? Drone going to be utilized, but more so it's going to be followed. They have taken a lot of space. The paranoia is perfect, but it's not going to be the kills going the way of the defense. A reaction from nAts and Paddy.
Okay.
Gives them an advantage once again. And Elite, he is being circled in on. I don't know how he even managed to get one, but it's something.
Yeah, it was the only
comeback
gap
here
that
is
was left
impossible.
open by that arrow, really. I guess other than the default, but that was clear by the long push. Martin. It's Camo that he's up against. The turret, first point of contact. He'll send the decoy through, but they're just letting it walk. They know his tricks. He won't be fooling them here today. Camo, oh, he hit a headshot, but the wall got in the way. That was desperately close. But Serial, again,
Huge clutch,
is the
kid.
savior
One
of
away
this
from the
round,
lockdown.
man.
My friends, this look like a easy round, right? But this is Valorant, my friends.
It's the way there so far.
So,
And already they've
you
put
know
a dent in the
that
economy
this is
of
normally
their
where the
opponents.
comebacks
A lot of close
fail to
rounds that
happen.
have gone the way of KC in their streak. A lot of opportunities to
During
break
this
them a
round,
little earlier.
I believe.
The Sugetsu Sheriff, though, is maybe not where you want to be going. There was no doubt in my mind that he was going to land that first
Did
shot.
they saw the
Camo
bucket?
gone. He's been one of the glimmers of
Saadhak
hope
loved
in this
this
map
shot.
so far, especially in the early streak. He was the difference maker.
And I remember
Now, with
Saadhak and
that
nAts
smoke
took
down,
that
they've got to
judgment,
be
doing a
careful. If
lot
they
of work
continue
against
their
Liquid
push in
once.
this direction,
Also remember
not
Yamp doing the same
only
thing.
do you have to match up against Sugetsu,
of
but there's
memories.
also the potential of that Hunter's Fury being used now. Sugetsu, though, might just be enough.
The goat.
Already with 3, and now comes through Aves.
I knew it, bro. I knew it. Every time it's the same script.
The
GG!
road to
Congrats,
EWC.
KC. You guys
And Liquid,
save your jobs.
that is 2 best
And now
of 5
Liquid
defeats.
Folks on Masters Toronto, my friends. Leave a like and subscribe. Today we got one more best of 5. So activate notifications, stay tuned. Don't miss a single video.
Yesterday for Liquid, but
It is the GOAT battle, my friends.
Definitely on the
How
RBI
long
side.
since
Not
we
too
saw
sure about
Aspas
EG.
versus EA, my
Actually giving it
friends?
up.
This
It looks
one
slightly
will
no
be
hesitation here coming through from them.
legendary,
Rushing straight
dude.
into it.
Unfortunately, my boy
He
EA
is
is
gonna
not
back
playing
out, but what's
duelist,
the
but he's
door?
on Clove. He
Obviously
likes
open.
Sloven's map, EG. They run the EDG composition
is
here.
just a little turnstile.
It fits them well.
See if they
This
can
is
keep
an
the focus
elimination
a little bit more
game, my
forward over
friends.
towards
The
tree,
winner
which
here
Ye is
survives and will play against the loser between Energy and 150 tomorrow in the best of 5.
Cover pulls back the defense on top of the site, but Nature still in a spot to potentially fight this out. Stealth drone up and over, gets a good reveal onto one. Suppression is going to be key, but it's not enough to deter at least the spike from being planted. So it's going to have to be a 5v5 retake.
And all 5 coming through different directions, really, for EG. Icy finding the first onto Verno.
Bling.
He needs to come in, but it's just too
Man,
many. His entire team
I'm watching on YouTube right now, but I'm gonna switch to Twitch
That
very
felt
soon,
too easy,
okay?
I'm not going to lie.
How to that is better.
Found their 1v1 wins.
So what happens with Smoke Phase here? They've cut noise completely, but EG have not moved off, and now you're going to be rewarded for staying.
Well, Aspas for the first. Good damage coming through. Ye
he was isolated there.
One. The overheal going to be in the mix. Cortesia on the back.
Aye, yo, it's Prime EA, bro. Prime EA, he's more than back.
Eventually, he will drop, leaving Nature to be the one to try to follow away in.
He's looking so good, bro.
Spike planted.
Doesn't really affect too much.
Ah, Mundi,
Again, there's
you
those
glaze
persistent
EA
clove
too
smokes that continue to be
much.
placed.
Don't worry, I'm gonna glaze Aspas too.
Postmortem here for
For
Ye.
goals.
Nature and Icy trying to work together. While the paint shells land? Oh no, not like this. So now all of a sudden, Cortesia stuck kind of in the corner here. You've got Verno trying to watch over the side. Did they see the information on this wrap? They can ping the Vandal. They want that so badly. Here comes the look, able to get one.
Oh, great.
Back over the top. Not able to get it.
Okay, Garno.
The lineup. Haunt over the top. That's going to give you an intention that there will be some sort of a C hit here. Snakebite at the front doors.
And Super, who loves to play against Brazilians.
Or at least attempting it is MIBR. Salvo meets them though.
Oh my god, Derek
for 3, just playing the deep angle on ramp.
And remember, my friends, this is the old patch, okay? No time for you, Shannon. What are you trying to achieve here, my friend? You should say that. 3, 2, 1.
Coming back over to
Deliver.
it is going to look like a C finish. Exploring now is Uspas. I don't know
Here
if
it comes.
Super is post up. Are they going to spawn this one? Showstopper in hand.
Okay, got his.
He gets traded.
It's so good from Supa, and even better from Derek, just spamming through the railing.
Damn.
Catches the head of Verno.
My PR is struggling here on this tournament,
through
man.
Tree if you want to, or probably through the mid doors.
They had the lowest start against
two split up for the
Energy
tree take, and they
to
are gonna try to make sure that nobody gets through it. Derek,
very disappointing from this thing, actually. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Also an early door pop here for Ye. Sees a pretty good amount of information here too. Stuck in a bit of a corner. Stealth drone deleted.
He gets through. He almost got trade.
Can bring himself back to life. Arches in, is able to find only one. And
Someone needs to tell MIBR that there's a tournament happening. They need to play, because I don't think they know.
They've got no room to work with, nowhere to go. Verno stuck
But if these guys go to master like this, they're gonna say goodbye real fast. Even the 7-1 is coming already again today.
You're looking to go quickly. You got the Rolling Thunder, you got the Armageddon.
Unbelievable, bro. Actually unbelievable.
It's an aesthetic utility. It doesn't matter if you're stunned or not if you're Ye. Arches in trying to stay alive. Verno Zenom, though.
To avoid the 7-1, to avoid the 7-1.
To be collected.
Armageddon, don't die, Verno. Don't die.
Is he actually going to full commit to this?
You know his low HP, but he doesn't care.
Doesn't have the snap fully in play, but can separate it. Offensive toxic screen goes up to delay this play a little while longer.
By the way, Ye can still drop smokes, which is what we saw there. It helps Super out a little bit. But there's been no plant. Might be a cutting noise.
He doesn't care, bro. He does. I knew he was going to get the kill. I knew it. No 7-1 today, baby.
And this round will, well, maybe still develop into something. As Zenom finds that headshot, Can Plant has the Viper's Pit. This is not over yet by any stretch of the imagination. Ye's moving quickly. Able to get the decay into play, but Zenom finds the Elim.
No way.
For the 1v3. Icy's gonna tiptoe around the side. Shorty doesn't fully connect. A little bit of spam on both sides, and Icy saves the day. Well, they're gonna break small door. Ye still playing. He's played this angle almost the exact same place.
Shadow! Oh, he does that, bro.
It's good for the trade. Arches in, just trying to get the isolated 1v1 onto Ye.
Shadow so far has been the player in MIBR that is impressive the most in this tournament.
Not going to do much with that, though. Meanwhile, keep your eye on Aspes. He's all the way up and over towards ropes. And Nature on a Stinger isn't going to feel great about peeking this. Special delivery connects. Gives EG a little bit of room to work on this platform. The drop down in.
You gotta show up, Cortez. We change the resolution. Change it back to stretch.
And we'll stay to the 4v3 as we're waiting for Supa to get the rotation back over through small.
Super and Verno is all likely to spot each other very soon, depending on how these walls played. Likely waiting for a timing from Super.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he did.
MIBR coming out on top. Is Super the only one left?
And he's really got not much room to work with nor time. Has some
well, they can still get 5. If they get 5, it's not good, but it's not that bad.
Read on the game. They are assuming, they are knowing that C is going to be the play. Salvos are going to slow it down though. Look at that.
That fall line though does get avoided. Icy now double blast packs on in. Flash merely avoided for now. And AG will find entry. Keep your eye on number 5 on the minimap. You've got Supa on the long route. And honestly, AG can just sit here and wait a little while longer.
30 seconds
Paranoia
left.
comes through. Now you have to start making a little bit more noise of your evil geniuses because the door will start to open up some space. Icy on sight of the Cortesia. And now you look over to what Supa can find for timing. Easy peasy, no problems. The only way that the defense can try to contest this is
Icy, bro.
Icy's gonna find a bit of a collapse.
It is on fire.
And the finishing punch is provided by Supa.
Online is a different thing, you know? Like, what happened to Aspes here in this game?
This is taking so much time. Fault line will reveal the play, and Nature will shut it down immediately. Here comes the play now back from the front. Verno for 1. You can't get through stairs, though. This is just taking so long. 4v4 out. Trigger onto the spike. Aspes holding the front doors, but the spam on the backside of the dark cover too strong. Cortesia just trying to stay alive, deal some more damage, but it's not going to be allowed to. And as Verno falls, what else is available? Can you get all across the map fault line from Artisan from B? Might need it. Zenom stepping up has avoided a lot of this opening utility. Good delay coming through initially, but
is
Nature's still
getting
first blood.
destroyed, my friends.
Waterfall has been marked.
And you may think, yo, it's just this map.
And Supa
Man, they are looking bad. I'm not gonna lie. Guys, I'm Brazilian, okay? I love this thing. I love Aspas, but they are looking like shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. If they keep this shit up, they're gonna be the first thing eliminating Masters. They're not gonna be Genji. No way.
A super quiet game for EMEA, Aspas included, who's here, who needs to now deliver a little bit. There it is.
Oh, that's my goal. That's my goal. That's my goal. That was editing. But I saw that. I saw that.
And he's like, all right, let's go. Let's go.
A little bit too late, but okay.
So they
Really do is actually then stop the hit.
Well, here we go. We've got a little bit of aggression being showcased over towards C Mountain. The Prowler has read this out. Is EG going to commit to it?
Okay. Oh my God, he has was.
Finds one, and then, well, he's not dead yet.
Run, baby. Run.
Play, so it's a free first blood in certain regard for EG. The A wants to get a little bit more. Oh my goodness. How has he been able to do that?
He got EA.
He's able to find his own trade.
I got you 2 times, bro.
Ye has done so much
That's
damage,
what's up.
now 3v3 develops.
Cortezia has to be the one. If he can spot the play through mid, then it will be potentially interrupted.
And yes, this is elimination game.
So he has. That's delivered information to EMEA.
And don't come to me and say, yeah, bro, but they are not taking this tournament serious.
Round for EMEA. Cortezia's positioning there might just deliver them.
Bro, the prize pool is like more than $1 million, bro. They're not taking this serious. I don't know. I don't know what they would take serious.
Yeah. Well, this is still a round that is very winnable.
Yeah. They are qualified for Masters.
Well, he gets suppressed. That's unfortunate.
You could argue that they would prioritize Masters, the practice, you know, playing the new patch and things like that. But I don't think that's the excuse here for the performances. We saw Liquid playing. They're in the same situations as MIBR, and they are looking better. Way better.
Changes his focus at the exact wrong time. Armageddon's going to be called to flush out the player over towards Tree. They know where Supa is. He would have to snap.
And remember that MIBR was doing so well with this patch, man. Sometimes I think I sound like an MIBR hater. But maybe it's because it's the team that I have the most connection to, you know, like, so I'm more passionate about it in some sense. So I hate them more, but I love them more. Does that make any sense?
Ice is able to find Archison, and Supa does find the cross from.
See, this is a shit thing. I always lose 2 week rounds.
3 post plant. With a Viper's pick.
Bro, what? Bro, but it's true. They always lose that. Always lose that.
Positioning over towards spawn means that Zenom was going to get crunched. You'd just like to have seen Zenom maybe at least get a 1-to-1 trade.
You guys see me watching Flamengo play.
Now on a thrifty,
you guys won't believe the things that I say. I go crazy, bro. Crazy.
They have to play into Armageddon. They have to play into Vipers. But this is so.
In Portuguese, things are way worse.
There are 3 guns, but now there's 2 guns on EG with superior members as well.
And this has to be something from Verno and Cortezia over through Tree. But look at this. Evil Geniuses just huddle back together. Aspects for 1, though. Can they spam anything else out? Time is running out. Cortezia finds another. That's going to drop the pit. Is there a chance to continue to clean this one up? Yay from inside the site. You don't have that Armageddon anymore. So it has to just be gunfight wins nature. Haunt in the corner. Just waiting for the timing. Finds the first kill. That should be enough.
No time. That's GG. Look at the way he closed the game. Well done, AG. Well done. Punish them. Punish these dudes. I'm joking. I'm joking. This is too much. Calm down.
In convincing form. 13-5. Mercy.
And on
Icy box now, my friends.